sunshine. It's July 13th, 2020. Time to find out what's going on in baseball.
Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No. No, man.
This is Jed Lowry. Once upon a time, he used to play baseball. He definitely has a case of the Mondays. Cole Hamels skipped a side session over the weekend due to tricep soreness. The clock is ticking on him being ready for opening day. Braves signed him to a one-year, $17 million deal to rely on his playoff experience with the Phillies and Cubs. He has a lot of accumulated stats in terms of active leaders, but they're going to need his veteran presence for a playoff run. Buster Posey opted out of the 2020 season on Friday. Him and his wife have adopted twins. Posey has 1 year left remaining on his contract after this season, and then he will be a free agent. Here's Buster explaining his opt-out online. We wish you the best, Buster.
And after much discussion with my wife and doctors, a decision that I've wrestled with quite a bit since I knew that this adoption was on the table, I've decided to opt out of the 2020 baseball season.
Blue Jays pitcher Chase Anderson has an oblique strain and will be out for an extended period of time. This is great news if you are a Nate Pearson fan, as this opens up a spot in the rotation. Manager Charlie Montoyo definitely plans to deploy a 5-man rotation, and he loves the fact that he has competition in his camp. But maybe the Jays will miss Chase Anderson more than they realize. He shockingly has an ERA under 4 for his career. He's also been able to limit hard contact, so maybe the Jays will miss him more than they realize. Speaking of being missed, Aroldis Chapman will be out with COVID until further notice. This definitely impacts his opening day spot, but that's great news for Zach Britton owners. Michael Kopech also opted out on Friday. His minor league numbers are the last full season we have, and in 2018, he was pretty good at AAA Charlotte. Unfortunately, Michael is dealing with off-the-field issues related to mental health, and in this case, we wish him nothing but the best. Get healthy, Michael. Max Muncy's finger is still bothering him when he catches the ball, but for offense, he's having no problem swinging the bat. Muncy hopes to be ready for opening day against the San Francisco Giants, which is just 10 days away. When healthy, Muncy has an elite walk rate, and the way he barrels the ball leads to above-average expected stats. Cole Calhoun has arrived in Diamondbacks summer camp after testing positive for COVID-19. He is asymptomatic, though, but it is unclear when he will be available or if he'll be ready for the start of the regular season. Yordan Alvarez is still yet to report to Houston Astros summer camp. Manager Dusty Baker has said that any player that is not reported at this point will not be ready for opening day. Yordan Alvarez had an incredible rookie season last year. He finished with a 178 weighted runs created plus, which was 2 behind Mike Trout and 4 ahead of Christian Yelich. And it was the best league-adjusted batting line by a rookie with a minimum of 250 plate appearances since Shoeless Joe Jackson in 1911.
Baseball stuff!
Cool! Can we play? I'll be Nomo. You can be Jose Canseco.
Vladdy's gonna focus during this camp at first base, and we're gonna keep his options open.
That's right. Vladimir Guerrero is going to be playing primarily first base and DH in 2020. Charlie Montoyo surprised most everybody with the announcement on Friday. The Blue Jays say they will also use Guerrero at third base if they want to this season. His current ADP since June 1st for NFBC drafts is 57. John Means of the Baltimore Orioles has been named the opening day starter. Plus, manager Brandon Hyde said he's added a couple ticks to his fastball during summer camp, and his breaking ball looks really sharp. Manager Terry Francona said over the weekend that Francisco Lindor will likely hit third this year and moving Cesar Hernandez into the leadoff spot possibly. Here you see Francisco having a home run off of none other than Sunshine Mike Clevenger and then rolling into home plate only the way that Francisco can do it. Look at him having a ball. One of the funnest, most delightful players in the league. Speaking of delightful, here is Shohei Ohtani going to dead center against Mike Trout, and he is over the wall. Home run for Shohei Ohtani. Mike Trout has a laugh. Comes up a little bit short. Ohtani takes a couple of looks back to center field and says, "Oh, I got you this time, Mr. Trout." If you're an Angels fan, you watch this and you must get very excited. But it's tough to outdo the master, and Mike Trout line drives a home run over that short wall in left field at Angel Stadium. There it goes. Mike Trout hitting a home run makes you feel good. With all the uncertainty surrounding Trout and his wife being pregnant and him being a top pick overall, it has to feel good to see him hit a home run today. New Yankee Garrett Cole struck out 9 batters over 5 2/3 innings and 84 pitches at Yankee Stadium on Sunday. Cole was in midseason form during this intra-squad game and still looks like one of the best pitchers in baseball. Maybe the highlight of the weekend right here. Luis Robert hits a home run falling down. And Dustin May is awesome with the changeup right here. And now it's time for This Day in Baseball History, which also includes the past weekend. In 1990, on July 11th, Bo Jackson made this great catch in center field, but then he went whoop, 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 whoop. He's showing off that classic Bo Jackson athleticism. Center fielder, extraordinaire, power. What an amazing athlete. Bo knows center field. In the 1989 All-Star Game on July 11th, exactly a year earlier, Bo knows home runs. Whoop! There it goes. Long fly ball, deep center field. That ball is gone. Dead center field at Candlestick Park for the All-Star Game in San Francisco, right in front of former President Reagan, who was in the broadcast booth when this home run was hit. Bo knows presidents. On July 12th of 2018, this classic at-bat for Mookie Betts of the Boston Red Sox at the time went through 13 pitches. He fouled, he battled, he's grinding. This is an all-star doing the work of a hitter. And then eventually, he's going to connect on one. A grand slam to left field over the green monster. It couldn't have been any more difficult. What a challenge and what a victory. Mookie Betts is one of the most exciting, if not the most exciting player in Major League Baseball. And on July 12th of last year, Mike Trout hit this home run off the Seattle Mariners in what looks like a typical game, but it's anything but. As you can see, he's wearing number 45, just like every other Angel did, in tribute to Tyler Skaggs, who died of an opioid overdose and tragically lost his life at the age of 27 years old. But they didn't just play well. They ended up throwing a combined no-hitter against the Mariners, with Tyler's family, his mom Debbie, in attendance in front of a packed house that did not leave as each team member laid the jersey on the mound in a very heartfelt and special moment. This is baseball at its very best.